here's Brady again, right? He's now just using whatever he can. If you say he can't do it at 40, let him throw for 5,000 yards as a 40-year-old, which he's going to do. I mean, it's going to happen. So where does he? Let's put on the oxygen masks and go to 100,000 feet in the Boston Pantheon here. Is he? Because you could make the case. We could have an argument about the greatest Celtic of all time, potentially, and we could potentially have a greatest argument about the greatest Red Sox of all time. There's no argument who the greatest Patriot of all time is.
Nor the greatest Bruin, because we're still the transcendent hockey player.
Okay, I like that.
But where, I love this discussion. I get it all the time. And on the Rushmore thing,
yes,
he is number one. He's on the Rushmore, the four.
Sure.
The four are Russell, or Ted Williams and Brady. And Brady's and now here the funny thing about the Brady thing is until he came along, I used to maintain that the New England Patriots were the only team in the National Football League whose greatest player in history, by acclamation, was not a skill position player. Their greatest player prior to Tom Brady, without any argument, was John Hanna, an offensive guard. And no other team had to reach down to the offensive, to the hog level. He was to identify their best player. They were so bereft of true stardom at the skill positions. Nice players, but and then Brady. Brady is if he's the GOAT or not, he's in the discussion. And that game on Sunday. That reminded me so much of the guy that that he is the heir to, the spiritual heir to, and that's Montana. That was a surgical precision dissection of a team. It wasn't really. Wouldn't you agree to that? That's what it was.
Bob, it's not just that. They're playing at 7,000 feet. When 20-year-olds are going to be gassed, he's 40, Bob.
Well,
he's 40.
They don't follow the TB12 methodology properly. That's obvious. If they had done that had their
come on, it's not all in the avocado. It's not all in the avocado ice cream.
They might have had a better chance.
It's not all in the avocado ice cream, but that's. I mean, so is he one? Would you put him one all time? Boston sports.
I won't because I'm a basketball guy first and foremost. So you get a football guy, and I'm sure he would. But Bill Russell is the greatest winner in the history of a North American sport. And I'll give you the number that I always give: 21 times in his career, starting with the NCAA tournament, running through the Olympic medal round games, all best of fives and all best of sevens. 21 times he went, and someone's going home tonight. He's 21-0. I rest my case on number one. But and Brady, and here's the thing about the Patriots, and there's 7 trips to the Super Bowl in the Brady-Belichick era. They're 5-2. They could be 0-7 easily, or they could be 7-0 easily. All the games were contested down. The first 3 were field goal games. The 2 giant miracle catch games, which beat them in the last 30 seconds of twice, and then the Seattle Pete Carroll brain fart, and then last year. They could have lost all those 7 games, and they could have won all those 7 games. It turns out he's 5-2. We'll settle for that.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.